Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a little bit of a vegan plant-based meal prep with me. I'm going to show you some of the meals that I'm prepping for this week. There's 3, which I'll show you in a minute. But if you're new here, my name is Jessie. I do all kinds of lifestyle videos. I talk about budgeting. I talk about eating mostly plant-based, which is just like what we've been doing lately. And I also talk about living with chronic illness. I'll be honest, I'm having a rough chronic illness day. I've had a lot of pain the last few days and it's kind of put me in a low energy state. So we'll see how this goes, but I just wanted to show you guys what meals I'm making this week. So if there's a little bit more voiceover or like music than normal, it's just because I'm not feeling super hot. So I will show you what recipes I'm making this week. I'm going to be making these 3 recipes for this week. So I'm making a vegan stuffed pepper soup for lunches. I've never made this before. I'll link all these in the description below in case you want to make them. I have made this West African peanut stew multiple times. I really, really like it. I make it with I think they're called murasaki sweet potatoes, so they're a little bit less sweet than a regular sweet potato, which is what I prefer. And then I'm gonna make this Instant Pot, there goes Finn, red curry pasta. That looks pretty good as well. I don't use the Instant Pot very often, so this might be interesting. These are the recipes I'm gonna make today. Let's see, this one says 22 minutes, this one says 30 minutes, and this one says 30 to 40 minutes. Ben is like literally making so much noise upstairs. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, okay, so what do I want to start with first? Maybe I'll start with this pasta just because it seems like it might take a while. It's onion, garlic, and peppers, and then that looks pretty easy. All right, let's get started with this one. Okay, here are all my ingredients. Okay, I'm gonna add the onion. I put a little bit of vegetable broth in there already. I think some of you guys know, but I don't cook with oil very often. I'll put oil in dishes if it needs it, but I don't cook with oil. I don't really think it's necessary. Okay, I'm gonna let those onions cook for 3 minutes. I got my garlic. This will go in next, but I'm gonna start to cut my bell peppers, which I need a new knife. I'm literally using a serrated knife because it's the only knife we have that's not dull. So I either need to learn how to I'm concentrating. I either need to learn how to sharpen my knives or I just need some new ones. This is a huge red pepper, but it just says to cut it in little cubes. So I'll start doing this and then add the rest of the stuff in. I feel like I should use one that's a little bit, yeah, I'm gonna use one that's just a little bit smaller just because this one is so big, but I'm gonna turn the sound off because I need to turn the fan on. Okay, well, I already made a mistake because I didn't realize that dried lentils and canned lentils aren't the same thing. So I'm cooking my lentils now. I'm glad I figured this out now because it would have totally ruined everything if the lentils were still hard. So I just took my food off the heat. I have the lentils start cooking the lentils. So that'll be good. And then I'm just going to start prepping the sweet potatoes for the other recipe. Literally the worst because they're not like shaped correctly.
Yeah.
This thing works great, but I almost wish I would have got a thinner one because like my hands are too small for it. Okay, slight hiatus here. Sorry, Finn is playing with a ice cube over there if you hear him. But I had to make those lentils, so those are made. My kitchen's already destroyed. So I just reheated this back up and I'm gonna keep going with this recipe. While I was waiting though, I cut up everything I need for the, I have my open garbage can there, for the next recipe. So I have my, I always forget how to say what type of like Japanese sweet potato, I think, I don't know. Onion, or lemon, garlic, some jalapeno. I just had canned jalapeno, so I just used that. Onion, and then I got the rest of my stuff out here. This can actually go away. I'm also gonna make some dried chickpeas that my health coach told me about, so I just have them over here drying. Finnegan, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's got an ice cube, so he's very excited. The next thing I need to do is add in the rest of the ingredients. So we'll add in my cooked lentils, 3/4 cup of rice here. It's gonna need some liquid. The liquid in first so it doesn't start to like stick. So 1 whole thing of vegetable broth and then a cup of water. I believe that's everything, right? Okay, 1 cup of water. And then it needs, okay, Bowie? 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay, so we'll go 1, 2. I don't want to like tap on the edges of my thing with this because our other pan has a whole bunch of like little cracks on it because we've been doing that, which is not great because it's expensive. I'm gonna cheat and just use this whole thing because I'm not gonna save some of this, which may be a mistake, but I don't care. I'm hoping this is good. I really think it might be. Okay, what else? Oregano, basil. It actually calls for thyme, but I don't have thyme in any sense of the word. I'm just gonna use basil. But it calls for a teaspoon. That's everything, so stir it all to combine. Is there any salt and pepper in this? It seems, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt and pepper. I don't know if you have to bring it to a boil. It just says to reduce heat, cover for like 40 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, well this is cooking. I made up my little drink concoction in one of my Starbucks cups. It's just this stuff that I drink all the time, the Ovacitol, which I only take once a day, and then the electrolytes. So just got that going. Just put some veggie broth in here, and everything besides the lemon that I cut up, basically. Well, not everything. Okay, the onion, the peppers, and the garlic all go in first. So saute it, and then I'll add literally everything else besides the peanut butter, lemon juice, and spinach, and we'll cook that up. So I'll show you guys that when this is done, but I'm actually gonna get started just setting up everything for these chickpeas too.
Why you keeping me waiting? Lose trust me, trust me. Lose trust me, trust me.
Okay, here's where we're at. I cut up about 6 ounces of mushrooms. I cut up 2 green onions. I've got some garlic out. I need some more ginger, red curry paste, and then I have some bok choy, a red bell pepper, and an eggplant. I don't really like eggplant, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm starving, so I am going to be eating some leftover Indian food from last night. It's a vegetable vindaloo. I also had some of their chana masala, which is like my favorite thing in the whole world. I'm gonna eat this, take a little break. But I have the chickpeas roasting. This has about 8-ish minutes, but we'll see it. Sometimes it takes longer because the potatoes take a while. And then this, kind of hot, is still cooking, so we'll see how that's doing. These are basically on the same timer, and there's about 23 minutes before I need to check in on the chickpeas, but she said it could take anywhere from 30 minutes to 50 minutes, so we'll keep checking on that. But I am going to eat this while I watch a YouTube video, and then I'll check up with you guys when I'm done. Okay, the stuffed red pepper soup is done. It actually looks really good, so that's great. There's a ton here, so that'll be good for lunches this week. These sweet potatoes are kind of taking a while to, what am I trying to say, soften. So I'm just gonna cover them for a few more minutes, and then the chickpeas are still going. So I think what I'm gonna do is start cutting up the rest of the vegetables here, and I will show you what I do. A little closer here. This is kind of what it looks like once the peanut butter has dissolved mostly. And yeah, like I could put a little bit more spinach just to like bulk up the greens, but yeah, this is pretty much done. Whoops. I highly recommend eating this with like, I love this one from Whole Foods. It just tastes amazing with this. So now that's fully done. I'm gonna take that off the heat and put some of this stuff away because it's a little bit crazy in here. This will just have to wait. But I'm gonna put some of the stuff I don't need away and then just have everything that I do need out so I can finish this last recipe. Okay, here we go. I've got 12 ounces of pasta. I was gonna use a chickpea pasta, but I didn't have enough. So I have this brown rice quinoa pasta, so it won't be as high of protein, but that's okay. This thing is stained from beans. Gross. My Instant Pot, which I don't know about y'all, but I am actually slightly terrified of the Instant Pot. Ben usually cooks in here, so this could be an experience. I have a cut up bok choy. I have a cut up red pepper, cut up eggplant, which I'm also not a huge fan of eggplant. So I'm a little bit nervous about this recipe. Mushrooms, garlic, green onion, I've already showed you that. And then all this stuff. So I've got maple syrup, coconut aminos, because I don't eat soy sauce, sesame oil. It called for a lime, but we don't have any, so I'm going to use a lemon, Thai curry paste, ginger, salt, pepper, veggie broth, coconut milk, and peanut butter. So let's try this. I'm very unsure with this recipe, which I took out like half the eggplant. It did call for a small eggplant, and that was just like the only eggplant they had. So I took out some of that because I don't really like eggplant anyway. I'm not 100% sure how this will go, particularly because I used like a gluten-free pasta. So it is what it is at this point. However, I'm going to clean up the kitchen and I will put y'all in fast mode while I try to do this. Finno. Okay, I'm like almost finished. I'm standing outside right now. It took like 15 minutes for the Instant Pot to get up to like the pressure. So it just started the actual countdown. Now I'm a little bit nervous that I might overcook the pasta, but I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. So Finn is like super hyper. I don't really know why. Yeah, so I'll show you guys once that recipe's done and how everything looks. The kitchen is all clean and the dishwasher is running, so we'll just see. I'll put everything away later, but it's pretty much clean besides like whatever I need to still put away from the curry pasta that I'm cooking. And then yeah, but I think I might go to the gym today and like do a little walk, even though I've been standing like all day, just to get a little walk in because my headache did go away, so I'm feeling like a little bit better. Okay, here's the final look. I just added some salt and pepper and spinach to it. I definitely shouldn't have added the extra broth, and I didn't read that you had to release it right away, so it's definitely overcooked. Like the noodles are really mushy, but I think it'll be okay. I mean, we'll still eat it. Okay, with the light, this is the creamy curry pasta. The stuffed red pepper soup. These crispy chickpeas, which are really good. I probably could have left these in a little bit longer, but, and then this is the West African stew. So a lot of stuff. Somehow need to fit all three of those things right there, which is probably not going to work. So I'll make Ben figure that out. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my little cook with me. My kitchen is mostly clean. Just have to put all that stuff away. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.